Good afternoon, gang. Second video for Sunday. Go figure here. So, first off, wanted to apologize. A few of you guys have said, the camera angle here is kind of weird. It's like I'm looking down on you. I apologize for that. I forgot to bring my tripod with me, so I've got my phone sitting here on the computer because it's the only way I can have it held up. So that's the reason for that. When I get back home, we'll get back to normal. But that being that. And other than that, then you guys, the other people who were complaining about the dogs whining yesterday, they wanted to go out and play ball, and it's what you get when you're stuck in a hotel room. So my apologies for both of those for people who have issues with them. But wanted to pose a question this afternoon. It was something that came up last night and then this morning. Obviously nothing working today, and Mrs. P and I got the day off, so we trying to figure out what to do, and figured, okay, we're an hour from Savannah, Georgia, so we thought we'd take a quick drive down there, and so that's what we did this morning. But what we noticed, being here at the hotel the last couple of days, and obviously there's pools and the beach and the restaurants and the bars, and the staff's been wonderful, don't get me wrong, very friendly. But maybe it's me having been in Tennessee for the past couple of years and, kind of keeping to myself. I know who the good people are, and I know who the assholes are in the area which I live, and I avoid the less than savory people, if you will. People, the liberals, that I want nothing to do with. Like I said, wouldn't piss on them if they were on fire. I don't have anything to do with. But kind of noticed here, I mean, it's not like I'm not led a very sheltered life, let's put it this way. I mean, I've lived in probably 15, 16 states in the U.S. I've been in Europe, I've been in Africa, I've been in Central America. It's not like I've got no exposure to other people. And for the most part, at least I think, I'm pretty friendly. I will say hello to people. I will hold the door open for people. Yes, sir. No, sir. That sort of stuff. It's just who I am. Okay. But I'm wondering if the last year or so, if you all have noticed this too, if the last year or so has changed the mindset of people. Because even when we'd go out to the beach or go out to the pool, I mean, mind you, you're on the beach, you're sitting under an umbrella 8 feet, 6 feet from somebody who's sitting next to you. And, you say good morning, and maybe they say good morning. Okay. Passed somebody in the parking lot, said good morning, and he almost looked at me like I had 3 heads. So, I find it kind of odd, especially being in southern South Carolina. And, it's like, okay, Southern hospitality is a real thing. People are more polite down here, I have found in my travel, than they certainly are in New York and Boston, anything like that. At least the cities, okay? But, so the first thing I thought of was, all right, maybe it's because of where we are. Because we were out at a restaurant last night having dinner, and there was some, boisterous, arrogant SOB from Jersey at the next table, small little Thai restaurant. You could hear him throughout the entire restaurant, talking about, oh, well, when we were in France and when we were in Ireland and when I did this, and it's like the guy was clearly showing off to the, 15 people in the restaurant. The restaurant was maybe 800 square feet. And so here, this boisterous, for all intents and purposes, I'll call him a New Yorker. But so I looked around the parking lot this morning to see the plates. And sure, there was some South Carolina, some North Carolina, some Georgia, some Illinois, some Massachusetts, some New York, some Pennsylvania. And so I'm going, okay, there's a cross-section of society here at the hotel. And I'm going, okay, maybe it's just the arrogant pricks that are here, and that was it. So I figured, okay, we're going to get away from the beach, the resorts, the hotels, everything like this here, where I look down my nose at everybody, crowd likes to go. And so we went off and, had breakfast at IHOP and, again, server was very nice, but it's not like you have a whole lot of interaction between people there. So we drove down to Savannah and into, for those of you that know the area, I don't, it was the first time there, taking a look at historic Savannah. The old houses, built in the 1700s, row houses and very narrow streets. Beautiful area, trees and you can tell these are old growth trees, Spanish moss, building 1775. I saw, an old cemetery that looked like it was a little park. So there was a lot of history there. But Mrs. P and I had to stop at the grocery store. Okay, so there's Kroger in there for local chain based out of Cincinnati, but they were there and we know them. So we went in there, and it was kind of strange because I've been in many Krogers and their subsidiaries, Smith's and everything like that across the country. This one was different. I mean, this one just looked dirty. And, so we're going through, and, the people looked dirty. The staff looked dirty. And nobody was friendly, could have cared. I mean, it was like walking, again, you're talking in historic Savannah here. Okay. So, for the most part, you'd think these are historic homes, small homes, but historic homes. So most of them were very well kept. So you think there was, for lack of a better term, a little bit of money there. And not that money makes the people or anything like that. But I was just really surprised I felt like I was walking into Walmart somewhere. People in pajamas, people looked like, they hadn't showered in a couple of days. And this is just weird, And, again, nobody's friendly. You say hello to a cashier, no response. Click, 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 click. So the question I'm posing to everybody else is, are y'all seeing this? Do you see that population, in your areas has really become very standoffish to each other? Doesn't want to talk to you, doesn't want to acknowledge your presence. I mean, I'll give you this. The entire time we've been here, I have seen one person wear a mask other than staff. Staff has had masks on. But it was a kid yesterday who had his mask on around his chin, so it wasn't a useless mask. But nobody else wearing a mask. So, I know it's not people don't want to talk to you or anything like that because, they're afraid. It's not that. So, just an observation I made, are people becoming even less social and less friendly and less personable because of everything that's going on? Or is society just got to the point where, thanks to our politicians, we've just become, everybody hates everybody and that's the way it's going to be? I don't know. You guys tell me what you think about that. But it was just something that I noticed in the past couple of days. And I wanted to see what y'all's opinion was, because obviously we're a cross-section of the entire country. So let me know what y'all think. Other than that, I'm going to go chill out. Have a good one, guys. Pinball out.